The following podcast is a lot less vulgar than last week's, but we still say some pretty naughty words, so keep your mother away. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a special. Holy God! Welcome to a special Wrestlemania prediction precap.
We used to call it pay-per-view profits.
Pay-per-view profits.
Yes,
which is, I'm sure, what WWE is going to be getting this weekend. Profits.
Look at that.
Spelled
differently.
Wordplay.
Yeah.
I did a little Eddie Guerrero.
God, you're like screaming.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
You're excited?
I am. I'm so jazzed for WrestleMania.
Yeah, Snooki Mania.
Oh, God, don't fucking remind me. So, yeah, this is going to be mostly about WrestleMania. Also, I'm sure we're going to recap on what we watched before we did this, too.
Oh, yeah.
Good God. But, yeah, it's not going to be a long one. It's going to be kind of like the car episode.
It's not going to be a long one.
It's not going to be a long one.
That's what she said.
Yeah, often.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're just going to kind of talk about WrestleMania, get down to it, and hopefully there's going to be actual wrestling discussion and not, calling for former TNA champions' deaths.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, we still could, but,
Damn Ken Shamrock.
Apparently 2 people on YouTube did not like that.
Really?
Didn't go for the death of Ken Shamrock.
He's a former TNA champion.
Yeah, that's true. So is D'Lo.
D'Lo never won the title.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought he was one of the first. I thought he fought Ken Shamrock in a ladder match for the belt.
No.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty positive. I thought it was Jeff Jarrett.
I'm pretty sure D'Lo won the belt.
I don't think it's D'Lo.
I don't know.
I think the major feud D'Lo had was with AJ Styles. He fought AJ Styles in a ladder match.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking.
You're dumb.
I thought D'Lo won the belt.
I'm in the zone! Sorry.
Oh, man, look at those peaks.
Yeah, I screamed.
You sure did. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and talk about what we watched before we get to the WrestleMania bit.
Okay.
I have Netflix, instant watching. I have one of those little awesome things. And
He got a video game console.
Ooh, it plays the games in the movies.
My Atari doesn't get Netflix.
My Intellivision isn't. It's not compatible. But
no matter how many times I hooked up my Sega CD, Netflix just would not run on it.
But at the same time, you do get Frogger.
Exactly.
Yeah, or Virtual Cop. If you're
my
talking about Sega
TurboGrafx
CD.
16. I mean, it doesn't get Netflix, but I get to play Bonk. So.
You gotta take the bad with the good.
Exactly.
No Netflix, but you get Qbert. So I mean, it's
burger time is always a good time. So.
Not little known fact, Wrestle Time is a actual subtle tribute to Burger Time.
Yep. It is, because we're fat and we like burgers.
Oh wait, is that Burger Time?
I have no idea.
I think that's Burger Time.
I don't know what you do. Anyway. So yeah,
that's Pac-Man. I'm a fucking idiot.
Anyway, we watched
it's clearly not video game time.
Greatest
what the fuck I'm talking about.
The greatest 50 superstars of all time.
Yeah, on Netflix I actually watched 2 documentaries. I watched one without you last night.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, well. I watched the behind the scenes of WrestleMania. But the true story of WrestleMania.
Right.
It's called. It was pretty good. I liked it. There's some stuff that different insights on some different elements that I'll kind of touch on a little bit later. But it was a pretty good watch. It's 2 hours of entertainment, and it was not as good as the Rise and Fall of ECW, but way better than fucking Rise and Fall of WCW.
Oh.
I'd say probably better than Monday Night Wars too. So I mean, it's a pretty good, solid documentary.
Rise and Fall of WCW was the worst documentary they've ever made.
It really was. It really, really was.
So boring.
God damn, it was, and it just not ballsy at all.
Like I want less of NWA, more of people jizzing in Kevin Nash's hat on his debut. That's what I wanted to know. Whose semen were in his hat? Who could we clone to make babies out of Kevin Nash's baseball cap?
But yeah, I watched. It was a pretty interesting watch. They kind of played it safe in some parts. talking about like Benoit. Of course, they didn't mention Benoit at all.
Yeah, no.
And they touched on the different major matches of the shows and stuff. And I noticed a few WrestleManias that I think I should go back and watch.
WrestleMania 3, Macho Man versus.
Yeah, I've never seen that match.
Steamboat. Every time I say Steamboat, I want to say Snuka for some reason.
I have the same problem.
God damn it.
I'm sad to say it, but I've never seen that match, and I think I really should. So I'll make it a priority to watch that match.
I blame WWE for my whole thinking of Snuka all the time because of his catchy music that they made for him. Super, super, super fly. That's it.
It's not as good as Super Crazy, though.
No.
I'm super. I'm crazy.
Add them all together. What are you?
Super crazy.
Yeah, damn right you are.
Oh, wrestling is so gay.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's fun though. It's fun.
Yeah,
that is something that I've realized. The past
I guess
couple
being
times
gay
we've
is
watched
fun
stuff,
though.
It can be.
Yeah,
a little uncomfortable at times.
Well, yeah.
Right at the beginning. I've realized something from the last the couple weeks that we've been watching. We've been going back and watching ECW on TNN, and I watched the different documentaries and stuff. I realized why I liked wrestling, but it sucks because I hate to be yet another one of those guys that's like, oh, wrestling was so good in its heyday, and remember when it was this, and remember when it was that. I mean, it's so easy to be nostalgic about stuff. Nostalgic? What the fuck? Nostalgic?
What are you, Les Thatcher?
Nostalgic about stuff, but... Nostalgic. you just say Les Thatcher in the hopes that I'll repeat things in his voice.
Exactly.
It's easy to do that, but I mean there's a reason for it.
Hey, wait a minute. Where was Les Thatcher on that list of 50?
But yeah, sipping through WrestleMania. It's a pretty good watch. I recommend you watch it. I'd like to see what's actually on the DVD, and then I've watched the instant version.
Right.
Because it's just the documentary.
Because it has like the extra 2 discs. I'm sure Macho Man and
I'd like to see what matches they highlight. And to be honest, they highlight that one of the things they talked about was WrestleMania 18, which is I've always thought was the worst WrestleMania.
What was 18?
Rock Hogan.
Oh, Rock Hogan.
Paul, Steve. I've mentioned it like 3 times.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
But I think I do. I think I am going to go back and watch it. And I know I need to go back and watch 17 because 17 is my favorite.
We should watch all of them.
Oh, I don't know about that.
1 to 483.
483rd WrestleMania.
Yeah. Where's John Cena's android versus
the Undertaker?
He's still alive.
He's still going.
His streak is alive.
That's actually something I want to talk about a little bit later. Anyway,
his streak is alive.
Getting through the whole WrestleMania.
He's 483-0. Nobody's been able to turn him away.
We watched the 50 greatest superstars of all time. The WWE documentary hosted by Todd Grisham, who kept saying, it's going to be controversial. These choices aren't mine. Don't shoot the messenger.
I get paid minimum wage to host this DVD.
It's like, what?
Shut the fuck up.
Holy God. What a horrible list.
Yeah. I agreed with some of it, but...
most of the choices were right. They're in the wrong spot, I think.
Right. Like, I think Batista...
No, not at all. Should not be on the list.
No, I agree.
Batista's number 49, 48, I think.
I wasn't here for that part.
No, you weren't here for that part. I started watching it. You came in at like
38 or something like that.
Was it 38?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, fucking Batista was on the list. Jeff Hardy was pretty far down the list. The fucking stupidest omission, or rather addition, I suppose, was Hulk Hogan at number 23. 23. If you honestly think Hulk Hogan... keep in mind, I fucking hate Hulk Hogan. With every inch of and every ounce of marrow in my bones.
You know what? Marrow? Anyway. I just realized that Macho Man was so higher on the list than Hulk Hogan.
Yeah,
because Macho Man was like...
13, 14?
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
15. He was 15.
Oh yeah.
He was 15.
Anyway.
Just to not put Hulk Hogan at number 1, as far like when you say like professional wrestling.
1 and 2. The 1 and 2 are arguable. Yeah.
Yeah, I can say that. Well, I don't know. Personally, I still think Hogan should be absolute number 1. To not have Hogan as number one is ridiculous. If you say professional wrestling to somebody in any country, at any time, they're going to mention Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
They're going to start flexing like a wrestler and doing the Hulk Hogan, doing the whole ear bullshit. So, I mean, it's to not put him at number one is fucking retarded. The only reason I can think of they didn't put him at number one was because of the whole TNA bullshit.
Yeah, but fucking 23?
23's fucking ridiculous. There's no reason for that.
Is there really 23 stars bigger than Hulk Hogan?
Not at all. And especially not the ones that they listed. Especially not the ones that they put in there. Harley Race?
It's hard
bigger than Hulk Hogan?
It's hard
the fuck? Come on.
It's hard to think of 23 people that were bigger than Hogan in the 80s. Not even in wrestling, just in the fucking 80s.
I can't even think of...
Suburban Commandos.
Trouble in Paradise.
Yeah.
I can't think of 5 wrestlers that I would put up ahead of him. I could think of maybe 2. Maybe. But I don't... no way. There's no way he's not number one. That makes no sense at all. And then their actual number one was Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
And while I agree Shawn Michaels should be far up, I think he should be 3, personally. 3 is a good spot. It should go Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold, then Hogan. And that's what you were saying, that's where the controversy lies.
1 and 2.
Either Hogan could be 2 and Stone Cold 1 or vice versa.
But I could see if it's like greatest WWE superstars of all time, because like Shawn Michaels is like Mr. WrestleMania,
right.
he's always gotten that big, you know what I'm saying? He's always stepped up so I could see if it was like greatest WWE superstars of all time, maybe Shawn Michaels is number 1 because he's not tarnished. He's never been really anywhere else. He was in smaller territories,
right?
But he's never been WCW. He's never been ECW.
Right.
So like Austin's been ECW and WCW, and Hogan's been ECW.
Even Undertaker,
or not ECW, but he's been WCW, and Hogan and ECW would have been fucking amazing. By the way,
no.
Hell yeah!
God, no.
God, I wish fucking 911 would have chokeslammed him off the balcony instead of Tommy Dreamer and killed him. But no, like if it was like strictly WWE, all time.
Which I guess that's kind of implied considering it's, the top 50 superstars, and that's a WWE name.
Yeah, but still.
But then again, they've got people from AEW.
Nick Bockwinkel and Les Thatcher.
Gorgeous George and shit like that.
They didn't have Les Thatcher. God damn it, I meant Luthez.
Yeah. Same guy.
Yeah. Stamp lickage. And Zack Ryder made an appearance on that DVD.
He was on there. Zack Ryder was on there. The Sultan was on there.
Yep.
Ken Shamrock was
Zack Ryder. Was Ken Shamrock on there?
Ken Shamrock was on there.
Zack Ryder was on during Edge's number 19.
Yeah.
Edge was number 19.
Which, I mean, I guess 19 is actually a pretty good spot for Edge. I mean, I would put him I'd probably put him in it. I certainly wouldn't fucking put him above Hogan. What the hell? So goddamn stupid.
Well, I mean, Edge did carry that team when they had the tag titles.
Yeah, that's true. Like the fact that Batista was on the list at all. Even really...
Who else really shocked us that was on the list?
Personally,
Moolah shocked you.
I was surprised that they were going to mention her. Yeah. I would have personally, if it were my list, I would have put her on there too. But I was surprised the WWE actually did mention her.
What else shocked us about that? The fact that Gorilla Monsoon is a real gorilla.
Holy God, yeah. Actually,
he was 100 feet tall,
yeah,
700 pounds. But then when he became a commentator, he was like 5'9".
He was just this big grandpa guy.
Yeah, like he wasn't. But he wasn't like a giant.
No,
like,
he really
shrank.
When he was in the ring, he just looked like this fucking monster of a man.
I thought
ridiculous.
Yeah, like he like compared to like Andre the Giant, like it almost like
it
Jesus
looked like
fucking Christ.
That was ridiculous. The fact that Jeff Hardy was on the list at all, I think, is pretty stupid. I could think of quite a few other... To put Jeff Hardy into singles. Now, if you're going to throw just tag teams up there, the Hardy Boys, I think, should definitely go up there. But to say that Jeff was... I don't know. I guess... I don't know. Because Jeff Hardy was never really singular, though.
But he was so over. Whatever he
did.
The
Hardy Boys were over, but not just Jeff.
No,
though.
Because you can even... I know you hate Jeff Hardy and you want him to die. He made CM Punk in the WWE. That feud...
No, I disagree with that entirely.
That feud made CM Punk. That cemented CM Punk in the WWE.
I don't think that's even closely a testament to Jeff Hardy. I think that's all CM Punk. And this is coming from a non-CM Punk fan. I'm not impressed by CM Punk. I never have been. Now, there have been quite a few of his promos, his in-ring, his mic skills are amazing.
Like in the Royal Rumble where he eliminates somebody.
Oh my God, that honestly was one of the greatest WrestleMania Royal Rumble highlights ever. But as a wrestler, I'm just not really that impressed, which I'm sure people are just going to be like, what the fuck are you talking about? But I don't know. I've just never really been that big of a CM Punk fan.
Well, you're not an internet smark either.
That too.
Yeah.
I'm not.
No.
Yeah, that's right. I wear that like a badge of honor. I'm an ignorant prick who doesn't listen to the internet.
Yep. But we're on it.
Yay!
We're taking the internet by storm.
I'm becoming an internet smark that's not really one.
Yeah.
Who just wants Gangrel to come back.
He did come back.
Oh, God, I forgot. We watched that, too.
Yep.
Son of a bitch. Why did you make us watch that? James watched, he procured Juggalo Championship Wrestling.
I spent my hard-earned bucks on that.
Yeah. Featuring in Flashlight Wrestling.
Flashlight Wrestling.
Jesus. We're going to have to talk about this another time, because we got to get through all of our
That's almost a Ralph Mosca idea. Because Ralph always wanted to do strobe light wrestling. He's like, can you imagine how fucking slow you could move?
Which they do have strobe light wrestling at Lucha Vavoom.
Do they?
They have glow wrestling and strobe lights and stuff.
Well, I'll be damned.
Which I really, really want to go to a Lucha Vavoom.
Lucha?
Lucha Vavoom!
Yeah.
A Lucha Vavoom
You're so
show.
fucking white.
I would like to go there.
I don't know how to pronounce Mexican
I don't.
words.
What's this flim-flamming Mexicans?
Can I have a taco?
Yeah, we'll talk about...
A taco Michinoka?
We'll talk about Juggalo Championship Wrestling on the next episode. Maybe on the WrestleMania recap show that we're planning on doing.
That should be fun.
Actually do.
Hopefully.
Hopefully we actually do it, but who knows. Anyway, yeah, so the 50 greatest superstars, were there any other that was just like, what the fuck?
I was surprised Cena wasn't higher.
Yeah, I was too. I'm glad he wasn't.
I'm glad he wasn't also.
I think it's fair to put him in the top 50. I mean, even now. Just because of where he stands.
He had a fucking opinion about everybody, though. Holy shit.
Yes, he did.
I remember in my day watching Lou Thez. No, shut the
motherfucker.
fuck up.
You weren't even born yet. He's like 3 years older than I am.
He had a fucking opinion about everybody. Like,
yes,
man, when I think of the top 50 superstars of all time, I want to know what John Cena thinks of this situation.
Oh, man. Dory Funk Jr. Fuck you, you prick. You don't know anything about Dory Funk Jr.
That reminds me of, who was it? A comedian talking about with the 9/11 bombing, and he was watching like MTV or something. Yeah.
Wait, are you talking about the World Trade Center bombing? Or are you talking about the
9/11? I meant the planes.
Okay, well, yeah, World Trade Center, because they did get bombed, so just making sure.
But he's talking about how like he was watching MTV on like, you know, to get news updates and stuff like that. I don't know. Yeah, hey world, this is Sway. But
holla at your boy Sway, he's fucking
and he's talking about how like, you know, Carson Daly's like, we're on the phone with Ja Rule, you know, like what do you think, Ja Rule? And he's like, that's who I want to go to for all, like, he's like, man, this is a horrible, horrible thing that's happening, like, where's Ja Rule? What did Ja Rule think of this?
God
like,
damn it.
It might have been Dave Chappelle.
That's infuriating.
But yeah, so. But yeah, John Cena was like, he was the first one to talk about everybody.
And right behind him was The Miz doing impressions of everybody. It's
and then Santino.
Yeah, and Santino in character. What the fuck? Why?
What do you mean in character?
Well, shut up. You mean Santino's not real?
What?
No. He's a regular guy.
He was awesome as a Russian.
I still haven't seen it.
In OVW. Same accent, pretty much.
Really?
Yeah. Less unibrow. Alright, so we watched... Oh, sorry, I'm fucking boring you. Jesus Christ.
I was just thinking about all the wrestling I've watched in the past 2 days. All the highlight videos I've watched in the past 2 days. We watched the 50 Greatest Superstars. Where did Bret Hart rank? With the greatest moment of the day.
I think five or six.
Something like that. With the fucking, they showed the girl.
The two greatest moments. Because I called for it first, and I was like, they're not going to use it. And then he did.
Well, they showed the video of Brett in the hallway and then turning around. But they didn't show the kid go, Brett!
And then that's what I screamed, Brett!
And then they showed it like 30 seconds later. But then they showed a video that apparently we both completely forgot about, where the girl's just sobbing like, thank you, Brett!
I don't think I've ever fucking seen that. That's not something I would forget. Thank you, Brett! She's so... I don't know what
just instantly sent us both into hysterics. Like, well, how do we not know about this?
Oh my god! I wish that was me.
And then honestly, your argument was like, do you think that in a fight between the two, do you think Ms. Girl is going to be as important or as stunning as Thank You, Brett Girl? And honestly, I think Ms. Girl's better than Thank You, Brett Girl.
I don't know.
Because the hatred on her face, and just thinking about it makes me laugh. But when I was sitting there on my bed watching it, and literally leaping off of my bed, screaming with delight,
I agree,
at how fucking funny it was. To see her face, like, oh my god, it's so great.
Yeah, but this chick, like Bret Hart just cured her AIDS.
Why did she have AIDS? It's Canadians. It's Canadians.
You dumb Canadians and your Canadians.
It's hilarious.
Like Bret Hart cried into a cup and then she drank it and cured AIDS.
Or
like
as the forum post I saw, gave her glass. Bret Hart gave him her
pink glasses.
Her whatever, you know.
His sunglasses.
Cure her blindness.
Yep.
Can't even speak. Sorry.
Thank you, Bret. You think her dad is the "It's Still Real to Me" guy?
Good lord.
Worst family ever.
Yeah.
And by worst, I mean best. No Ahmed Johnson on the list. I was pretty upset about that.
Yeah, no Ahmed Johnson, no Ultimate Warrior.
You're going down.
Andre the Giant was like 6. Was that right? Like 6 or 7?
Yeah.
So what the fuck? Why?
I don't know.
I mean, he's he's Andre the Giant, but I wouldn't put him in the top 10.
I don't. And they were putting him over like he's the epitome of entertainment. I'm like,
really? He just looks like a big guy. He can
looks
barely
like
move.
Yeah, but like at one shot, he looked like fucking Big Show and Carlito had a baby.
Big Show was on the list. He was.
So was Kane.
Like the 40s. I would put Kane though, but then again, I really, really like Kane.
Yeah, but then again, you'd put Gangrel and Road Dogg.
I would not put Gangrel. I would put Road Dogg, but I would not put Gangrel.
My list would have the fucking Headbangers.
Why? What the fuck is the Headbangers done? Aside from getting powerbombed to a poker table.
I love the Headbangers.
It's the only thing I can
think
of.
I don't know why.
Well, no, that and their awesome match with Crash Holly.
In the fun place.
Yeah.
The fun place. The fun place.
The fun place.
Yep.
That sounds like a dirty show.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, we could sit and talk about 50 greatest superstars for hours, just say how fucking dumb it was and what our list would be, but
no RVD.
No RVD. No real ECW guys aside from, I mean, Austin and Rey Mysterio and all those happy guys. I
don't know how happy they are.
I'm sure Austin's pretty happy.
Yeah, he's probably pretty happy.
Deborah's probably not. Poor Deborah.
She should have did the dishes.
Yeah. Well, that's what you get for fucking Mongo McMichael.
God I hope Stone Cold never meets me.
God damn Mongo.
He was never on. He wasn't on the list either.
No, he wasn't. Thank Christ.
You don't thank him very often.
No, not often. But when it comes to Mongo,
not enough.
When it comes to Mongo McMichael, I will thank the Savior. Good Lord. So yeah, 50 greatest superstars of all time. Pretty much, I would say a complete waste of time, but
I'd say watch it if you have 2 hours and 24 minutes.
Yeah, it's fucking watch the goddamn thing. Or no, it was 26 minutes. Yeah. 2 hours and 26 minutes. If anything, watch it and fast forward to like the last 10 just to see Bret Hart Girl.
Yeah. That was really long. Did you ever watch the SmackDown's Greatest 100 Moments? Holy shit, that was long.
Yeah, I watched the first disc.
Oh
I was so mad that there was no Gangrel on it.
God, that was so long.
Yeah, it was. And most of it was like, why the fuck is this on here?
Because they had to fill 100 moments.
But I think they have like really awesome moments that should totally be like in the top 20, and then they have fucking what's her face gives birth to a hand.
I'm so glad I didn't cry when they fucking showed Eddie Guerrero. That would have been embarrassing.
Yeah, it would have. Then I'd have to kiss you.
Yep.
Just to make
You're
it
so
unawkward.
vulnerable.
It's okay, baby. I'll fix it. I
Kiss
miss it.
her.
I miss Eddie too.
Yeah.
Let's celebrate some Latino heat.
Mm.
I'm so white. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
I told you. Give me a taco. Anyway.
WrestleMania 27.
Whoa, we said it at the same
We do
time.
that a lot. It's creepy.
like we're the
WrestleMania
same
27. Let's go ahead and pull up this here card on this really bad website that I can't view on my Droid, which is annoying.
What's bad about this?
Boring, for
Oh.
one. It plays music for another, which is fucking annoying. I hate when websites play music. I hate it.
You know what this website should play?
Grange by ZZ Top.
Yes.
I found it.
I know. Tuki Tucker, the wrestling
I saw a
trucker.
promo with him. It was on his MySpace.
He's horrible.
Yes, he is.
Anyway,
Tuki Tucker, the wrestling trucker.
he's
Look
been
it up
plugged.
on MySpace.
He's been plugged way too many times. MySpace is still around?
Just to make up for this, how's it going, Danny?
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Yeah, MySpace is still around because I'm pretty sure he still updates it. Again, hi Danny only.
Poor guy selling 8x12s.
We need to have a bad indie story show.
All right, we will.
We really need to have one of those. I won't have any stories.
Oh God,
Just listen
we
you
need to
talk
get
for
Danny
an hour.
only on that one.
We do. We need to get Danny only. And
He's
Eric
gonna be
Cooper
all over that
and Aaron
fucking-
Epic. Just get all of them over here and just talk about all the stupid shit.
Fucking Danny only's gonna be my top 10 stories.
All right, we're gonna go from least important to most important, according to the WWE.
Hey, Danny only. When Ralph Mosca says bump on the first shot, what do? He'll answer that. Trust me.
First match. They just signed this actually, and I thought they were gonna sign this last week.
You did.
I did. I called.
You called it.
Called it. Big Show, Kane,
Yay.
Vladimir Kozlov, and Santino Marella versus Wade Barrett, Ezekiel Jackson, Heath Slater, and Justin Gabriel.
Such
The core.
Such a weird. What? Why?
It's just like, it's like two writers were setting up a feud and didn't realize it. Like two guys were like, I'm gonna have this guy feud with the core, and then another guy's like, I'm gonna have these guys feud with the core. I'm like, fuck, now we all have to do it. So, but I mean, I guess it makes sense. You know, there's 8 guys, but now one of them's the Intercontinental Champion.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand that. I don't know why they gave him the belt just to throw him in a big 8-man tag, but
According to this picture, do you think Heath Slater thought he was shooting porn?
I think Heath Slater always thinks he's shooting porn. Is that belt photoshopped onto his arm?
There's a belt. Oh yeah, there is a belt on his arm.
I think that's photoshopped.
I don't know. He looks sexy. Sorry.
Wait, we're talking about Vladimir, right?
Yeah.
So
E.
Is there anything to say about this match?
No.
Aside from the fact that there are 4 guys in this match that I really, really like,
And they're all on the same team.
they're not on the same team.
Oh.
3 of them are.
Oh.
I really like Big Show, Kane, because, you know, I like fat guys. And I like Santino, because I love wrestlers who are fucking terrible, but really entertaining.
Right. And you like Wade Barrett.
And I like Wade Barrett. Wade Barrett's awesome.
Who do I like on this match?
Everybody.
I like Santino.
You like everybody in the core.
I love Vladimir Kozlov. I don't know why.
That's
I like
true.
kicking your guys' ass in SmackDown with Vladimir Kozlov. I won an Elimination Chamber with Vladimir Kozlov.
You did.
I do like everybody in this match except for Big Show and Kane. I'm not a big Kane guy. I don't know.
Why don't you like Big Show?
I just think he's worthless.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no reason. I just think he's a sack of
Worthless?
shit. He shouldn't be alive.
He has no worth whatsoever.
Yeah, no.
Prediction?
Core.
Yeah, I'll go with that one.
All right, let's go one step further. Who's taking the pin?
Who's taking the pin?
Yeah, Santino.
Yeah,
Who's giving the pin?
Wade Barrett.
Barrett?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with Ezekiel Jackson.
All right.
I
At least we're
almost-
split on that. At least we're split on that.
I almost wanted to say Justin Gabriel for the 450.
I think Gabriel will hit the 450. Kane will come in and choke slam him. Barrett will knock Kane out. Barrett will get the pin.
I'm just waiting for Justin Gabriel to do a 450 to a dildo. So gay.
He's very, very gay.
Anyway, next match.
I'd pay to see that match.
Click.
See, look, there's fucking no. This is dumb.
No sound effect, no nothing. Anyway.
There are sound effects.
Was there? That was me.
No, there's seriously, look.
Oh,
There's sound effects.
Yeah. All
I
right.
don't know if you can hear that. So I just said look for nothing.
Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan.
United States champion Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan.
That's ironic.
Yeah. With his
I wonder how many non-Americans have had the U.S. title.
quite a few, because Finley had it for a while.
They fired him.
They did fire him, which sucks.
Yeah. Anyway.
For a stupid reason they fired him. Anyway, I really don't have much of an opinion about this match. I don't think it's going to be very good.
Why?
Because Sheamus is in it.
I like Sheamus.
I like Sheamus, but I like Sheamus because he said fella. So it's not like Sheamus is going to come out and say fella, and then Daniel Bryan's going to beat the shit out of him and then leave.
And then do his really weird laugh.
Which I still don't know what laugh
you
you're
still
talking
haven't
about.
seen it yet, yeah.
The only thing that I've ever seen Bryan actually laughing in was the dolphin hybrid promo, and he's trying so hard not to laugh.
Yeah, that's pretty funny though.
Who do you think is going to win?
Sheamus. Why does he have feathers on his tights?
I don't think those are feathers.
All right, shut the fuck up. Sheamus.
Anyway, I'm going to go Bryan.
Really?
Yeah, I think Bryan's going to win. No real reason, but I mean, like, why else have this match? It just seems... Are they really going to have Bryan go... Are they going to put Bryan on a WrestleMania card just to bury him even more? I just think...
Have you not seen his WWE run?
I have, but I mean, it's just... I don't know. Why even put him on WrestleMania?
Why not?
I don't know.
I put Snooki on.
God, I'm not looking forward to even talking about that. It's the next match.
Are we in some sort of like apocalyptic weather?
It's just
it's not
rain.
that bad right now.
It's just rain.
Now here it is. There's like tornadoes and fucking wind tunnels and wind funnels and
I'm from
water
the state
funnels.
Of Ohio. There's tornadoes everywhere in Ohio. I just wanted to make you roll your eyes, and you did. I'm happy. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Bryan.
All right.
And you say it's Sheamus.
I say Sheamus.
Shamish.
Yep. I like to mispronounce
Steve.
people's names. Yeah, this is my match.
Stupidest fucking idea.
Whoop.
This is the stupidest idea since the billionaire hair bullshit.
Woo. Woo. Anyway.
And
I lost my microphone.
Fucking horrible.
All right.
John Morrison, Trish Stratus, and Snooki.
Yeah.
versus Dolph Ziggler and Lay Cool. There's so much in this match that is bad. It's not even funny.
But if you take Snooki out, put in.
Take Snooki and Lay Cool out.
No, Lay Cool's not bad.
Lay Cool is terrible.
No,
Layla's
not good.
Horrible. Michelle McCool's not good.
Oh, but she's gonna have a streak too. 'Cause she's married to the Undertaker.
I don't give a flying fuck. She's gonna have a big semen streak down her back, and often does. I'm assuming. Was it you or me that were talking about Undertaker? When he comes to the back, he just points to girl and says "you." It must have been me and Eric talking about it. Undertaker just comes in from a match and just points at one of the divas and goes "you," and he goes and fucks him in the back.
Probably.
It must have been me.
Anyway,
I don't know. I don't give a flying fuck about this match. I hope Morrison and Trish Stratus win just because I like Morrison and Trish Stratus, but I hope Snooki fucking dies. I really, honestly, I'm going to add Snooki to my list. I really hope Snooki dies.
What is she looking at in that picture?
Who knows? Fucking a box of Slim Jims. Do you think Slim Jims are dietary food? Oh, God.
I don't really care about this match. Trish is wearing a Tough Enough shirt, though.
She is wearing a Tough... I like the Tough Enough logo.
Anyway, yeah, I don't care about this match at all. I just feel bad for Ziggler and Morrison. And Trish.
Yeah. Yeah. There wasn't Lay Cool in a similar match to this last year?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Did I even watch WrestleMania last year? Yeah, I did. I watched it with Awesome Kong. Never mind.
I don't even remember what happened last year.
I don't either. Alright, what's next?
Rey Mysterio versus Dashing Cody Rhodes.
I kind of like this feud.
I don't like Rey Mysterio.
I know you don't like Rey Mysterio.
I don't like me in a mask.
What?
I don't like me in a mask.
Yeah, that's true. I thought you meant you as being Cody Rhodes. That's a fucking stretch.
Oh, I wish. I saw Cody Rhodes at Universal Studios.
Did you?
With a man-woman.
I hang out with Cody Rhodes all the time. His name's Nick Fame.
Hi, Nick Fame.
Nick is dashing, too.
He's not listening to this.
No. He's out getting pooty.
Yeah.
Pooty tang. Nick's a player.
Don't care.
I'm having a roid rage! Sorry. Nobody else. Never mind.
Do not care about this match.
I'm going to go with Rey Mysterio.
Who's actually going to win?
Yeah. I don't see them putting Rey under at WrestleMania.
For the past couple times, because the last few appearances I've seen, Cody Rhodes has been beating the shit out of Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
So I'll say Rey's going to win. I hope he doesn't. I hope he is in the same.
It looks like they're holding hands.
They die. It really does. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Okay.
Yep.
I'm interested to see which superhero Rey Mysterio is dressed up as this year.
Who would be?
I don't know. I can't think of anybody it could possibly be. Because there's no...
You think the mic picked that up?
I'm sure it did.
Zordon's calling me.
Rangers.
That's Alpha 5.
I know, but even still. What movies came out? Did anything come out?
Superhero-wise?
Yeah.
Jonah Hex. Rey Mysterio's just gonna have a big fucking bullet hole in his face. Half his face is gonna be burned off.
I don't know. I guess he...
Green Lantern he could do.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. That might be interesting.
Kick ass.
You know what? You're right. I bet it's gonna be fucking kick-ass. Horrible. I bet it's gonna be kick-ass. You're probably right. Either that or he's gonna come out of some weird Aztec bird. Fucking what the hell that was?
Yeah.
And last year he was the Avatar. Was it last year?
He was Avatar?
Fucking what the hell? What a dick nugget.
What a dick neck.
What a dick neck. Fuck it. I'm new to the whole swearing thing. This fucking match.
Look at this fucking superstars in this one.
God, I can't wait for this match.
I
don't know if I'm serious about that.
Jerry the King Lawler's not allowed to do the pile driver, by the way. I just read that on the internet.
What?
He's limited. He's not allowed to pile drive Mike Cole. Mike Cole.
Yeah,
we're friends.
But Mike Cole's fine.
I call him Mikey.
I call him MC.
Oh.
Jerry Lawler versus Michael Cole with Jack Swagger. Special guest referee, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I think I'd rather see Swagger versus Jerry the King Lawler.
I don't know. That'll be botch-tastic.
On whose behalf?
Yes.
Oh. I like Jack Swagger.
He's pretty botchy.
No.
I don't know. I really honestly don't know what to feel about this match.
It's like the most hyped match on Mania.
It's the most hyped match. It's got the most on-air time, mostly because you got Michael Cole, who can constantly be like, hey, I'm in a massive WrestleMania every single time he talks. I don't know. I don't ever, even if Michael Cole is doing a good job, I don't even want to give him credit for doing a good job.
You hate him.
I hate Michael Cole that much because he's so bad at what he does. I don't even want to acknowledge if he's doing something even remotely right. I'm not afraid to admit that. I don't care if that makes me seem unfair at all. I really
Michael
don't
Cole makes me miss Mike Adamle.
Yes.
No, I'm just kidding. Mike Adamle was horrible.
He makes me miss Mark Madden. That's true. Because there are elements of Mark Madden that I did like when he would just randomly shoot for no real reason.
I just miss Mike Adamle for Jamaican me crazy.
Jamaican me crazy.
Anyway, yeah, I don't know what to say about this match. Oh God! Sorry.
What was that?
I kicked my microphone off my head.
I can say that I have an idea of what might happen.
Okay.
Lawler's gonna win, obviously.
Yeah.
Cole gets real fucked up and leaves. JR comes out to finish WrestleMania. I think that's what's gonna happen. Who do you think the announcing team's gonna be for WrestleMania?
I don't know, 'cause half their announcing team is right there.
You think they're gonna do
Stryker and Matthews?
I'd like for that. I love that announcing team. They're honestly the best announcing. No, not Matthews. Grisham, Stryker and Grisham are the best announcing team. They really
Matthews.
are. Matthews isn't bad, but I think those two have a really good.
I still want to petition and say he should have won Tough Enough.
Instead of Maven.
Yeah.
You hate Maven. Do you think they're going to switch off with announcing team, or do you think they're going to do just the typical three?
I don't know. I don't know because I don't know like. How
Like, what are they going to do with Booker T during all this?
I forgot about him.
So I think everybody did. I mean,
because you obviously can't put this.
Off.
I think you can't put this early because it's got Stone Cold in it.
Right.
So you can't put it on early in the card.
Honestly, I think the card might go the way that it's already listed.
You think so?
And the opposite way of which is listed.
Right, because then the core would be the main event.
Right. I think, yeah. I mean, this makes the most sense. No, because this has to be right before the main event. The Divas match is always before the main event, so that's 6-person tag. But then again, well, I don't know, because Snooki's in it too, and I'm sure she's got like a really early bedtime. She drinks all day.
Her mom's not gonna let her stay up. Maybe that's true if Justin Bieber was singing.
Gonna let her stay awake.
Who?
Oh yeah, forgot Justin Bieber's gonna be there.
No, he's not.
Yeah, they would have said something by now. How did that weird rumor even start?
I don't know, but Snoop Dogg announced that he's gonna be there.
Ooh, can't wait.
Yep.
Lawler's gonna win. Stone Cold's gonna stun
everybody.
Do you think he's gonna stun Lawler?
I don't know.
I think the two of them will drink beer, but I don't think he'll actually stun Lawler.
Maybe he'll tease it. Gotcha, bitch.
2 for flinching.
And then he'll stun him twice.
And then throw a beer in his face.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like. I don't know, it seems like a weird match.
This whole thing is like that. This
is like an alternate universe WrestleMania.
It really is just a weird.
All right,
it's
CM
like they
Punk,
forgot there's a WrestleMania.
CM Punk and Randy Orton almost look identical in that picture. If
Yeah,
you
they
put
do.
fucking Punk's beard on Orton, they look the same.
Actually, they look like like the inverse, like they're the inverted version of each other, kind of.
Yeah.
Because you can't really see his arms, so it just looks like he's got a chest tattoo.
They look like an awesome tag team.
They do, actually. They look so mean.
Yeah.
I'm afraid.
I
My
am too.
balls kind of retracted a little bit.
Yeah, but that's just because you have small balls.
That's true.
Punk and Orton. I don't know. Like, I want to care about this because I like Punk.
I don't care.
But he's got no members of the Nexus left with him.
Ooh, I don't know.
Poor Nexus.
CM Punk's gonna win because Chris Hero's gonna run in and save the day.
They're gonna do a 90-minute draw.
Yeah. Orton's gonna win, I think, just because CM Punk's been getting the upper hand on.
Because his dad told him he was gonna be the greatest superstar of all time.
Which I still think is bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't think it actually happened.
Yeah, I say Orton because it's WWE.
Do you think that Punk will do anything with Steve Austin because of the whole tweet war bullshit?
I don't know, but from the back there, it looked like he had the Star of David on his tights.
I mean, he kind of does.
He kind of does have the Star of David on his tights. What a Jew bagel!
But those are the stars
Chicago
he always
Stars.
has.
Yeah, those are the Chicago Stars.
Chicago has stars.
CM Punk. And Colt Cabana.
The Blues Brothers. Orton, I think, is gonna win. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so too. Just because it's WWE.
He's gonna win with an RKO, 15:45. 15-minute match.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the version of the RKO he was gonna hit.
RKO 15:45.
Which is when he goes for the GTS coming down. He's gonna.
It's the variation. When you're setting up your Randy Orton Creator Wrestler to make it more
right. You need
for this one. You need the RKO 15:45. It's gonna be so much longer than 15-minute match. Oh my god, it's gonna go forever.
It's all gonna be Orton staring at Punk.
Randy Orton is so fucking boring. It's like I'm intense. All he does is just look at the camera and breathe heavy. Like I can do that after I walk up steps.
I've seen it.
I do it all the time. I don't know. I don't know.
I am not going to
if
Samantha's
it's
house
not
in
snarky
this
CM
rain.
Punk, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Yet another. I really wish that I cared about anything
That
that's
looks
going
like
on.
a fake picture of Triple H.
Yes, it does. Holy, what the hell?
His head is way too small for his body.
That's the All-Stars version
Yeah.
of Triple H. What the hell? It's a bobblehead.
Undertaker. Triple
Undertaker
H.
just ran in on. He just walked in on something he doesn't understand.
Math.
What the
Math
hell?
test.
Math. Undertaker's not really good with math.
Nope. We don't use math in the afterworld.
Rest in peace, arithmetic.
Rest in remainders.
Gee, I wonder who's gonna win this match.
Yeah, Undertaker, obviously.
Undertaker's gonna win.
I think Shawn Michaels is gonna fuck Triple H out of it.
Like, you think he's gonna run in to try and help Triple H?
No, he's gonna run in and super kick the fuck out of Triple H.
Don't know how I feel about that.
After the whole interaction they had on Raw.
No, I didn't read it as that. I didn't read it.
Sean, tell him why I could beat him. Tell him why I could beat him, and Sean just leaves.
Well, I didn't say that Sean. I wasn't thinking that Sean didn't think he could beat him because Sean couldn't beat him. I was just thinking he's like, look, nobody can beat Undertaker. I can't say that. I can't lie.
I kind of want Sean to fuck him over and be like, if I'm not gonna beat him, I'm not gonna let my best friend beat him.
But that would only make sense if you're gonna have Triple H and Shawn Michaels one more time, which I don't think is going to happen.
Unless Shawn Michaels mentors the next big superstar. X-Pac.
1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Comes back.
He's back at Jakara!
Yeah! Two things I was thinking about this with Undertaker, because on the WrestleMania DVD, they were talking about Undertaker's WrestleMania streak.
I'd be more interested in the Undertaker's WrestleMania streak if it was just him running around naked, like the Undertaker's WrestleMania streaking. Like, yeah.
I just pictured Will Ferrell in a cowboy hat and a trench coat.
Oh, we're going streaking. Anyway, finish your thought.
We're going streaking. Talking about WrestleMania streak, they were talking about like, oh, should it die? Should it never die? Everyone said like, oh, it should never die. It's the WrestleMania streak. It should go on forever. Which gave me one thought, and I'll touch upon that in a minute. Only person who actually said that it should be broken had an interesting thing about it. It was Jericho. And
yeah, he said, but I can't take that guy seriously. He's a dancer.
He's in Fozzy, goddammit.
What does he know about wrestling? He's a fucking dancer.
Hey, motherfucker, he's like number 12 on that list.
This ain't ballet.
He said that I think the WrestleMania streak should end, and he said I think the Undertaker wants it to end. He wants someone to step up to the plate and beat him. He's looking for someone who can beat him. And I like that idea.
Maybe he should choose better opponents.
I agree. But I like that idea. I think that's a really interesting take on the streak, and honestly, that's the only way that I think the streak would be interesting. But then I thought it's about something else. Vince was talking about it, and he says, I don't think that the streak should ever end. I think it should go on forever. What if, because they do this all the time in comic books, what if the Undertaker
died and came back? He's done that already.
No. And somebody else took over the mantle of the Undertaker and kept going. Kind of like how there's different versions of the Flash and different versions of Green Lantern. It's the same guy, but it's a different version of that character.
I'm going on record right now. If somebody takes over the Undertaker, I'm fucking killing myself.
I don't know how...
Vince McMahon, if you're listening to this, I swear to fucking Christ, if there's the Undertaker 2.0, I will fucking kill myself. I will fucking crash my car into your front yard.
Into the yard?
Yes. Into a tree and fucking drag my lifeless body to your front porch and fucking die on your fucking front porch, and I will have the WWE shut down because I will be dressed as fucking Shawn Michaels, assless chaps, nothing underneath. I will fucking die for the sins of the WWE. And fucking...
You will be crucified in the image of our Lord and Savior,
Shawn Michaels, the #1 superstar of all time. I swear to
for Vince McMahon knows not what he does.
I swear to fucking Christ, I will have a spotlight with me as Jesus. I swear to fucking Christ, if there's the Undertaker 2.0, I swear to the HBK, if there is a 2.0, I'll kill myself.
This just got really sacrilegious.
I don't care.
Personally, I think it happens just for how fucking big of a train wreck it could be. It's such a bad idea. It might work.
Like, who's going to take it over? Kane?
Oh, yes! No. They should get another guy to play Kane.
So fucking freaking Deacon? Like, who are they going to bring back?
CM Punk.
No! Fuck you and your goddamn dumb ideas. Because now that you said it out loud and it's on the internet, somehow it's getting back to Vince. Danny Only's gonna send this fucking video to Vince McMahon to Titan Towers.
Titan could be Undertaker.
No, I love Titan to death, but fuck you, Titan. Fuck you, Mike. If you become the Undertaker, I'll kill us all.
Can you imagine the promo? Like, the Undertaker's dead, and, like, he's in a buried alive match, and this, like, infant hand comes up out of the ground, like, the rebirth of Undertaker? It's so stupid! I can't wait! I hope it happens!
I swear to God.
I hope it happens!
I will run into Titan Towers
I'm booking that. Brawl Undertaker 2. It's gonna happen.
I swear to God, I will run into Titan Towers with a fucking bomb strapped to my dick.
Oh,
it's just going to be a little fucking, one of those little jumping jack fucking things.
Cherry bomb?
Yeah, because my dick's not that big, but...
So, no, you...
Oh, that got to hurt a little bit. Well, that was pointless.
So you don't like the whole Undertaker living on forever thing, huh? Of all the stupid things with Undertaker, you think that wouldn't fit?
It would, but oh my God. I swear
but
to
here's the thing, what if you got a good worker that could do it?
I swear to Shawn Michaels.
I swear to Fern Gagne, if this ever fucking happens.
Fuck it.
Yeah, Undertaker's gonna win. Fucking dumb.
With Easter coming around and Shawn Michaels getting ready to resurrect himself, I'm gonna fucking, God damn it.
You think that's what's gonna happen? You think
so angry.
HBK is gonna interrupt? And he's gonna come out on Easter?
Dressed like the Easter bunny.
He's gonna move a giant rock out of the way. He's gonna come out of the mount. Fucking, was it the mount? I think I'm confusing my religious stories or whatever. I don't know. Leave me alone. I'm an atheist.
Anyway.
I am actually kind of looking forward to this match, and I feel dirty.
I don't know what the
hurts because I was laughing.
Fuck is gonna happen in this match.
And it's so poor Miz. Poor Miz. I mean, who the
what did I just throw?
It's my Big Life Rewards card.
I'm fucking angry. Damn you, Shawn Michaels.
Who'd have thought that one would be cheering for the Miz, and two be feel sorry for him because this Wrestlemania match is getting shit on.
The press conference, there was a picture of The Rock and John Cena standoff.
And they're not even
Miz
in the
is
fucking
not
match!
Miz, well, John Cena is.
Well, the fucking The Rock isn't.
But like Miz is nowhere to be found, and Triple H looks like he's sleeping in the background, and Snooki looks drunk.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
I have said from the very beginning this is what's going to happen. Rock's going to interfere. See, I don't know. Rock's going to interfere. Knock out both of them. Cena's going to cover Miz, win the belt. Rock versus Cena at Backlash for the belt.
No.
You don't know?
The Rock doesn't need to be in a fucking title match for it to be over.
He doesn't need to be in WrestleMania, but this is why I think it's what's going to happen.
I think Miz will retain, but I like the idea of John Cena, Rock at Backlash.
Or do you think that they're building this up so much to make it believable that Miz can actually retain his belt?
Right. He's been a really...
I hope that happens, but
I just don't see...
This is WWE. I think it's...
John Cena versus The Rock in a title match. Like, do people think The Rock is really going to come back full time?
No.
So why have it as a title match?
But
Cena doesn't need the title.
You're using logic with the WWE, though. People want to see Cena versus Rock, and it's just for them to not do it. It's just they're gonna fuck people. Are just gonna burn the goddamn house down. There's no way.
They gained 1,500,000 viewers for the Rock John Cena overrun.
Right.
On Raw.
Right. So
which is the biggest gain since like 2009 or something like that.
Right. So if they keep doing it, I mean, they've got to do something. They're just gonna have Cena.
I just don't
Rock.
see. I mean, I understand that I'm trying to use logic, and logic in wrestling is like Undertaker 2.0. It should never happen. But yeah, I just don't see.
That idea is so bad that again, I think it.
I just don't see why they would bring it as a title match.
But I mean, do you think the match will happen?
I hope so. I don't know why I say that.
I don't know either. I think it would work. They have similar styles. I mean, they both kind of are for their era what they the same thing for their era.
So John Cena is the 2000s Rock?
I think that's safe to say because he's certainly not the 2000s Stone Cold. Well, I don't know, because kids were really, really behind Stone Cold. They shouldn't have been, but they were really, really
He doesn't drink enough and smack his wife enough to be Stone Cold.
Yeah. I guess for the popularity, I guess Cena really was the Stone Cold. No, I'll say that Cena is the Goldberg. I would say that WWE didn't have a Cena at that point because WWE was still so wrapped up in the Attitude Era that they didn't really infect the market as much as they should have. They went to that older demographic, which was great, and they made a shitload of money. And I'm glad they did because I was in that demographic, but dickgraphic.
You were in that dick.
But
you all up in that dick.
I really cannot fault WWE for going with the PG idea.
It worked.
It makes perfect sense. That's where they were in the 90s, and that's why we had that big escalation with wrestling. And then it's just wrestling is not peaks and valleys. I guess it is kind of peaks and valleys, but it's just like build, fucking cliff just drops straight down to the ground. It has to be. It can't just slowly go. It's not hills. It's right. That's right. That's what I meant to say. It's peaks and valleys. It's not fucking hills. You go straight up, you go straight back down.
Straight up, straight
down.
As
far as what your demographic should be. And right now, the demographic motherfucker needs to be PG, and it needs to be PG for at least another 2 or 3 years to build up all these kids and slowly escalate back up.
Right, because these kids are going to grow up.
When those kids grow up, then that's how if fucking tobacco industry's taught us anything, you get those fuckers when they're young, and you slowly amp up your production for that.
Right.
So I don't believe that at all, personally.
Because the PG, I understand what you're saying though. Because like the kids now that are watching the PG stuff, when they become 15,
they're gonna want
the edgier stuff.
They're gonna want the Attitude Era, and when the Attitude Era comes back, hopefully it'll be good. And hopefully we won't be sour on it by then.
Right.
Because even during the Attitude Era, there's stuff that was happening. We're just like, this is fucking stupid. Like, really? You're gonna fry up Al Snow's dog and eat it? Like, that's fucking dumb. You're gonna climb on somebody's fucking dead father in a casket and drive it to a cemetery? It's like, this is really, there's no reason for this bullshit. This is fucking stupid. Beaver cleavage, I mean, it got to the point where it's like, this is, even in the Attitude Era, when you were with that, like, we want blood, we want blah, you would sit back and, watch Triple H trying to mount a dead woman. You're like, what the fuck? This is not even
wearing a
remotely
cane mask
at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. It's not even controversy at this point. It's fucking stupid. So I think it should go straight back to PG. I mean, we should go back to saying butt and poopy head and stuff like that. It makes perfect sense. Not a popular opinion. I'm sure a lot of people will shit on us for saying that, but I think we should stay there.
When you call somebody a poopy head, it's way funnier than when you call somebody a shithead.
I agree. There should not be, which is funny, which is how much swearing is in this podcast. There should not be swearing in wrestling. The only way that you should ever swear in wrestling is when the face gets pushed way too far and finally snaps. That way it's like, whoa, holy shit, this guy just totally, I mean, John Cena just said he's not taking this shit anymore.
But to be fair, I was going to say, big deal. I was going to say if it's not allowed on TV, it shouldn't be allowed on wrestling. But wrestling's on TV. But, I mean, they let so much get by on TV now anyway.
Right. Which is funny because, I mean, like, I'll say that you shouldn't be swearing in wrestling, but I'm perfectly okay with, women versus men matches and, violence against women and shit like that. I'm perfectly, because, I mean, it's wrestling. That's one of the major elements of modern wrestling now is that the women want to stand up with the men and all that stuff. So
I mean, what's next? They want to vote.
But I don't. And chair shots to the head and all that stuff. I mean, I don't think we should tone that down for the sake of PG. But I mean, I don't know.
Well,
stopping a match for blood, that's fucking stupid.
Somebody asked The Rock on Twitter if he got suspended for swearing.
Mm-hmm.
Or if he got fined for swearing.
Right.
And he's like, no, I didn't say son of a bitch. I said some of a bitch. And I didn't say ass. I said candy ass. It's two completely different things.
Right. And that's one of the things that I really liked about the promo between Cena and Rock on Raw. The only thing that really happened, which the only thing they said was going to happen, so I guess that makes sense, was Cena was saying that, if your major problem with me is that I appeal to kids, then there's something messed up with the way that you're thinking. I agree entirely. I mean, this whole business started out because kids liked it. Hogan, the house that Hogan built was because 5-year-olds were eating Hulk Hogan cereal. was because Bret Hart was making little girls cry for no reason. I mean, that's why this is here. And right now, we need a rejuvenation.
It's true. Everything was larger than life, superhero.
Yeah, and that's one of the major things that drew
glamour.
me into wrestling. Granted, it drew me in the Attitude Era, but at the same time, the kind of superheroes that I liked at that point were anti-heroes. That's why I gravitated towards, at the time, Undertaker and Kane and Gangrel. That's why I was gravitating towards those characters, because that's the kind of characters I was reading.
Was an anti-hero?
He was cool.
He bit people.
Yeah. But that's the kind of stuff that I was reading, the kind of comic books that I was reading were anti-heroes at the same time. So I think that, yeah, there's no reason to be upset that wrestling is PG, and I think it's kind of, because what's going to happen? We're going to have more Juggalo Championship Wrestling shows where it's Gangrel and Kevin Thorne versus, all these burnt out,
ironically, against PG-13.
Against PG-13, and just these horrible, like the fact that Madman Pondo still has a career. Like, come on, really? Do you really want that to keep happening? Look at TNA. TNA is the perfect example of why the Attitude Era is over. It's done. You need to stop and start over again. They're trying to keep going with what worked 6 years ago, and it's just not working. I'm sorry, pal, but fucking just start over again.
Yeah.
And it just, I don't know. I don't see why anybody would have a problem with it. But in regards to this match, I hope Miz wins. I hope what you think happens actually does happen, but I don't think it's going to be what happens. I think that Rock's going to interfere. I think Cena's going to get the belt, and I think they're going to do a championship match against The Rock. Just because I don't think that WWE really thinks about, well, he's too over, he doesn't need the belt. I don't think WWE thinks that way. I think that they personally think the only way you can be over is if you have the belt. I think that's what Vince thinks. I think that's what Vince has always thought. So to say that he's already over, he doesn't need the belt, wrestlers think that way, a lot of promoters think that way. I don't think Vince thinks that way.
Right.
So I think that's why he makes a lot of the mistakes that he does.
Yeah, but everybody thinks Vince is the anti-Shawn Michaels of wrestling.
I see what you did there.
Yep.
That was funny. Moving on, the main event.
Which actually is one of the only...
Actually, that's one of the things that they're talking about. They don't... What Rock is saying, the Miz match might be the main event and not the Edge and Rio, which I think is retarded. Because there's been like 2 or 3 WrestleManias where the Royal Rumble contender wasn't the main event. And I don't know if... I personally think that this year it should be...
This match is actually one of the only ones I care about.
I agree. I personally, I think this
is the
the
whole
match on the card. I think
the addition of Christian and Brodus Clay into the story has helped it.
Yeah.
It's helping elevate Brodus and, Christian, and it's pretty common knowledge that the Fed thinks that Christian's not a top guy.
Which I completely disagree with. I mean, granted, I'm a Christian fan. I always like Christian, and I would like to say that the stuff that the very limited influence I've had, very limited interaction I've had with wrestling, I've patterned it off of Christian and his new persona, not so much the whole brooding puffy shirt Christian, but Christian. I've patterned a lot of my persona off of Christian. So I really like it, and I completely disagree that he's not a top
they think
player.
He's a good role player. He's a good mid-card. They don't see him as a top guy.
I completely disagree. And in an age where your mid-carders are your future for being main eventers. I mean, it used to be that your mid-carders stayed your mid-carders, and then you'd have main eventers run through. The modern age of wrestling, your mid-carders are tomorrow's main eventers.
They should be.
And honestly, they should be. I personally like more mid-card wrestling. That's where I always wanted to kind of stay, and those are the storylines that I always had in mind when I would do like fantasy cards and stuff. I always wrote for mid-card stuff because that's all the stuff that I worried about. But now it seems like, and I'm coming to realize that those mid-carders that I was writing storylines for, Triple H and Edge at the time, and yes, Gangrel and Road Dogg and all them, but
yeah,
those guys are becoming main eventers.
Right.
So,
well, not
with the exception of Gangrel
and Road Dogg.
Well, Road Dogg was TNA, but even still.
3 Live Crew.
Voodoo Kin Mafia.
Hell yeah.
Fucking goddamn it. But yeah, I honestly, I would have loved to see Edge versus Christian for the belt. I want to see one more run of Edge and Christian for the tag belts.
I think Alberto Del Rio is going to win the belt.
I think what I want to happen. I think Del Rio's going to win the belt anyway.
Either Christian turn, or Christian, miscue, leading to an Edge and Christian feud.
I hope not yet. What I want to have, I want Rio to win the belt. Edge and Christian be like, okay, fine, let's do one more shot. Let's get the tag belts one more time. They get the tag belts, go through, blah, 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 and then do the turn. I'd like to see Edge and Christian with the tag belts at least one more time, and then have the split, and have Christian be the heel. Edge is a good heel, but I think for this story,
he's gone baby heel too much. I think he needs to stay as a baby for a little bit.
I agree. But at the same time, it would be an excellent, especially if this drew all the way to, what the hell is this?
The new Spider-Man game.
Interesting.
Anyway.
Hopefully it's not going to be as bad as... Well, Shattered Dimension's any good? I don't know. We'll talk about it later. Anyway, if the storyline were to go to next WrestleMania, I would personally want Christian to be the baby. Realizing the boyhood dream, winning the belt, at WrestleMania, blah, blah, blah. I'd love for that story to happen with Christian, but at the same time, a belt run is a belt run, and Christian's an excellent heel. So what I would love for what I would like to happen is Rio wins the belt.
For Tyson Tomko to come back?
Oh,
Me too.
Yeah, no, not at all. Even though he's, like you said, he's a nice guy, but no. Rio win the belt, go off, do his own thing, Edge Christian tag for a while, lead up until WrestleMania, where it's
now if Rio wins the belt, who is his first feud?
I don't know, because I really hope Ray gets put out the pasture. So the knee-jerk reaction is Rey Mysterio, because I'm racist and I put Mexicans with Mexicans.
Right, because Sin Cara is going to be on Raw, because they don't want him and Ray on the same show.
Yeah, she shouldn't be on the same show, and honestly, I think Sin Cara versus Rio wouldn't work. You need someone with good mic skills to go against Rio. At least for now, I think. I don't know. Randy Orton? Maybe? If he sticks with the baby stuff?
He's Raw.
There's going to be a lot of shuffling after WrestleMania, though. There always is.
That's true.
I think Orton would be a good feud with him. And to be honest, maybe a face turn CM Punk against Rio. I don't see why that storyline would work, but I think it would be good. It would be a damn good match.
Well, yeah.
I don't know how else you could really work a storyline into it, but I don't know. I can't really think of anybody else.
Return of Macho Man?
I'd kind of like to see Macho Man come back into some capacity with WWE.
As a commentator?
Just something. Because it seems as though... Because he's fucking nuts, yeah, but it seems as though, with his ability to kind of stay out of the spotlight, maybe he's gotten a little bit more level-headed. He hasn't. He's still just as nuts. Maybe that's kind of what I want to see, too. I don't know.
All I know is I watched Monday Night Raw from 1993, and he made me care about Doink the Clown. So, thank you.
Holy crap, there's three
of
them!
them!
Oh, good
and they were
Lord.
all doing this.
I don't know. I'd like to see Macho Man. If anything, just because I can do my Bonesaw impression.
All right, Miz.
Sorry. So yeah, that's WrestleMania.
That's WrestleMania.
We hope we kind of agree on most everything.
Yeah.
With the exception of Undertaker 2.0.
The plan is for WrestleMania to go to Martin Marvel's house and be around a bunch of people in the wrestling business. Martin Marvel being the new owner of Mag Pro Wrestling.
Modern Arts
Grappling, who we are associated with.
Website, magwrestling.com?
I believe it is.
Keep talking.
Yeah, I believe it is magwrestling.com. You should search that.
I will.
You follow them on Twitter. I think it's Mag Wrestling on Twitter.
Twitter.com Mag Wrestling, yes.
Yes, Mag Wrestling on Twitter. You should also follow us on Twitter at Brawl_USA.
WrestleTime does not have a Twitter.
No, but we have
no reason.
Facebook.
We do have... That's right, you just created a Facebook.
WrestleTime.
Facebook username.
WrestleTime.
Just look for WrestleTime.
Yeah.
You can also go to our website. It's WrestleTime.blogspot.com.
Email.
While you are there, sir, You can email us, which I'm going to check that real quick because I apologize to my brother. How pathetic is this? We finally get an email. One, we don't see it in time, but two, it's my brother.
And it was in our spam folder.
It was our spam folder, so we did actually get it. It is magwrestling.com, by the way.
Yes, magwrestling.com. They have their first big event at the Forever Indies Arena on May 7th.
Forever Indies Wrestleplex.
Sorry. The Wrestleplex. May 7th is their first event. Big Fatal 4 matchup with Florida standouts QT Marshall, Bruce Santee, Bobby Sanford, and Leon Scott. So they also have a Facebook. It's Mag Wrestling. Twitter, like we had said. And that was Mag Wrestling on Twitter as well. Do we got anything?
No.
No.
Just a bunch of spam.
Yeah.
But that email that we did get from my brother, thank you.
Read it up.
We actually already talked about it last week.
Let's read it up anyway.
We'll read it anyway. It says, Dear Nick and Jimmy, you're Jimmy.
I'm Jimmy.
Nick. Why do you do a podcast on wrestling if you hate it so much? Sincerely, Adam Thorne. P.S. Woo, woo, woo. You know it. My brother's a Mark.
Yeah. But I like him.
It's an internet Mark.
But I like him because he likes Zack Ryder.
We talked about it last week. We don't know. We like wrestling, but we just don't like wrestling now.
No, but that's not true because you hate wrestling.
That's not true. That is not true.
I enjoy it.
You don't enjoy WWE. Well, we like wrestling, we just don't like WWE, and unfortunately that's the only thing that we watch, because we can't watch TNA. It's so
But
bad.
I watch WWE, and I still enjoy it. A
You
majority
enjoy
of the time.
Superstars, which they're taking off the air.
A majority of the time, I do enjoy what I'm watching, though. But
you honestly enjoy watching Raw and SmackDown.
But it's because I find little things that I enjoy. I've always been the guy that's like, wow, this match is really bad, but Billy Gunn has nice punches. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a shit fest of a match, I'll still enjoy because of one spot.
You are very forgiving for a wrestler's abilities to do certain things. I will admit that.
I'm very forgiving for a lot of stuff because, like, I like a lot of stuff that people don't.
Even outside of wrestling.
Yeah.
You want to see the Yogi Bear movie.
Yeah. Like, I just like, it's
and I think you'll like it. I think you'll make yourself like the movie.
It's just like, it's whatever. It's, you know, it's entertainment. It's not, everything's not going to be perfect all the time. And we always have this joke between me, Swift, and Coco about Spider-Man 3. You know, they're huge Spider-Man fans, and they've, you know, fucking jerk off to spider webs, and I don't even know what that means, but, you know, and they're like, oh, it's the worst movie ever. It doesn't exist. And then I sit there and I'm like, you know, it was bad, but it's entertainment. Not everything is going to be perfect all the time.
I vehemently disagree. It's not entertainment at all.
I understand
that. It's not movie time, but there's nothing redeeming about that movie. Nothing.
You know, like, but that's, again, like, it's, and that's what this, you know, this great country of USA, we all can have our opinions.
Don't get patriotic because Sony made a shitty movie about Spider-Man.
Like, you know, it's just, I pray to Kurt Angle every night.
And his only begotten son.
Right, Shawn Michaels. So, I mean, you know, it's just, people like what they're going to like and people hate what they're going to hate, and I just try not to shit on everything. I mean, it's, like I said, it's, you know, nothing's going to be perfect. You're never going to have that one perfect piece of entertainment, because if you do, then fucking your eyes are going to burn out of your head, and, you know, it's like watching Shawn Michaels versus Kurt Angle at WrestleMania.
I mean, it's a common misconception about, because I'm so opinionated about things, is that I hate everything, which is really not true. I like a lot of things, possibly more things than most people can admit to liking, but I have such a wide range of liking of different kinds of things between comics and movies and wrestling and all different it spans an entire smattering of different elements. Smattering, yes. That I can easily say that I hate a lot of things, a lot of mainstream things, and it's going to sound really dickish to say I like a lot of mainstream things, but there's a lot of stuff that I like that maybe people don't know about or don't think about. Not to say that it's so underground, but like
you
I
like
really like
the bands that nobody's ever heard of because they don't exist yet.
No, but it has nothing to do with that.
I know.
It's just stuff that I like. I mean, I like rockabilly and psychobilly music. Not a popular thing to be playing with the kids nowadays. But at the same time, I mean, to a guy whose favorite kinds of movies can run from anywhere to Piranha 3D, which is a big pile of shit, and The Shining, which is often titled one of the greatest horror movies of all time, you know, to Jaws and Jurassic Park and Blues Brothers.
It's true, though, because you also like a lot of stuff that, like, people are just like, why the fuck would you like that? Like, you like fucking girl rock.
I do. I like girl rock music. I like Singing in the Rain. Singing in the Rain is one of the greatest movies of all time because it's really, really fucking funny. There's a lot of, honestly, as gay as it sounds, I like a lot of, there are a few musicals that I really, really like. I went and
saw the producers with your mom.
Yeah, and it was fucking excellent because Master Shake was Max Bialystock. So I have a very broad spectrum of liking, and that comes with wrestling too. For all of the CM Punks that I don't like, in the Randy Ortons and Triple H and Rock that I don't like, I like Reno, and I like Road Dogg, and I like, you know, Paul Ellering, you know, and DOA, and I like that kind of stuff. I like Berlin and The Wall. I don't really like Berlin and The Wall, but I don't know. I was kind of attracted to him. Wall is dead.
You were attracted to him?
You so dreamy.
God. Was it the fucking big metal fang claws thing?
I don't know. And fucking Vampiro and fucking Raven and you know, in the whole of ECW for the most part. I mean, there are things that I really like, but for the most part...
Completely off topic, by the way.
A lot of the main shit I don't like.
Kevin Nash is having a WrestleMania party in Atlanta. And just signed to appear at, and I'm pretty sure you're going to
sign to appear at a party.
You're going to want to run to Atlanta. Not even get in your car, because your car's not going to make it to Atlanta.
Not at all.
You're going to actually want to run to Atlanta. Road Dogg and above average Mike Sanders will now be at Kevin Nash's party.
I'm not a Mike Sanders fan. I pissed right next to him. Literally right next to him as I was peeing, but I'm not a Mike Sanders fan.
I'm just saying, I thought, you know, because...
Road Dogg? I would have been yes, but after watching that, whatever the hell that was at JCW, where he barely got in the ring and fucked up his own juke and jive, you know what? No, I don't think I'm going to run.
But he's going to be, he's inducting his dad, right?
He is. That's what JR said anyway.
Well.
If JR says it's got to be true.
Yeah. I'll take his word like he's Shawn Michaels.
Cookie
Monster?
Is this going? Wow, this was supposed to be a short podcast? It's an hour and 20 minutes.
We actually talked about wrestling.
We had the entire time.
Except for that last
that little bit of like wrestling and me defending how I hate everything.
Yeah.
But yeah. Awesome. We're doing real shows now.
We're getting good at this.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say
next
good.
Next week I'm going to be sick again. It's going to be like, fuck your mother with a rusty meat hook.
My mom doesn't deserve that.
Rusty meat hook was my porn name. We should probably end this.
Yeah.
Every podcast we end with, we should probably end this.
Right.
We should just take this out back and shoot it in this fucking head.
Yep.
We don't have like a end thing. We did for the first one. You stole Coco's.
Yeah. I am over.
Yeah, but we don't have one.
No. We don't have an end tagline.
Bye.
We out, bitches!
It's gonna be a repeat of last week then?
Is that what I don't know.
We're just testing it.
We are it's testing.
Alright.
Test.
He's dead.